Whoa, I've just made literally like 3.5 mil for the last 4 hours. That is so good. Like 3.5 mil every hour for 4 hours. That's amazing. These guys and their money making methods. They don't know where the real money's at. How's it going, guys? So in this video I am going to bring you another 4 money making methods. The requirements are low and then high and then low and then high again, and I do hope that they help you out. So if you do enjoy the video, do make sure you like and subscribe, and let's jump straight into them. So the first method that I'm going to be going over is actually just cutting granite. Now you don't actually need any skill requirements for this whatsoever. You're going to need a chisel and some starting GP. I'd probably recommend having around about 2 mil to start, but if you say only have 100k and you want to sort of build that up, then you could definitely buy the 2 kilogram granites, and then once you've turned them all into the 500 grams, then you could sell them on and buy yourself some more. So you're going to start by getting 7 of these granites, the 2 kilogram ones, in your inventory and making a preset in your bank of just 7, and that's all you are going to need. Then what you are going to do is load the preset and craft the 7 granites into the 500 grams, and then once you've done that, put these in your bank by reloading your preset and repeating. Over an hour you can probably expect to do around about 1700 to about 1800 of these, depending on how much attention you are paying, and that can make you around about 2 to 2.2 mil profit per hour. The next method that I want to talk about is going to be killing frost dragons. Now for this you are going to need 85 dungeoneering to access the frost dragons. You're also probably going to want to have 90 plus in the combat stats. I would recommend having melee, although I'm using mage in this video. 96 summoning, 92 prayer, overloads, and that's really it. You could get the bone crusher for increased profit in AFK, the upgraded one, but it's not necessary and you still can make a decent profit off of this. So the easiest and definitely the most efficient way to get into frost dragons is going to be with a dungeoneering cape. So if you have 99 dungeoneering, you can activate your cape for all the teleports and teleport straight to the frost dragon dungeon, and then you can go in the cavern and you're there. That's pretty much it. But if you are unsure of how to get here without a dungeoneering cape, you can just follow me on screen now and then you'll be able to find your way. So once you are here at Frost Dragons, you're basically going to want to put on your super anti-fire and your overloads, chuck on your soul split, and then go to town. Just get on attacking them, and the more you can kill per hour, the more profit you're going to get per hour. I would probably say that you could get about 3.5 mil per hour here if you are paying attention and trying to go as fast as you can, but if you're just sort of taking it steady, I'd say expect around about 2.8 to 3 mil per hour. The only other thing that I would probably let you know to look out for is the special attack of the Frost Dragons. It is like a blue orb that circles around it, but you can avoid this by killing it quickly. You should be able to kill them fast enough with tier 90 weapons that it doesn't really use this very often, but in the event that it does, any damage you deal to the dragon will be dealt directly back to you instead, and you will deal no damage to the dragon. So just be careful if you are using a threshold or wild magic or something like that, and then it bounces straight back to you. You could definitely kill yourself, so just be careful with that one. So the next method that I'm going to be talking about isn't very high in requirements in anything except cooking. It is 95 cooking, but you could probably get that pretty quick, and this will make you around about 3.5 mil per hour again. Most of these methods seem to be about 3.5 mil per hour. Well, anyway, we're going to be making raw summer pies. And to do this, you are actually only going to need, like I say, 95 cooking and some starting GP. I'd probably recommend having 3 mil, and then you can buy all the supplies for a full hour. But if not, then just buy whatever you can, even it all out, and then sell it once you've done it. So going off the idea that you will be doing a full hour straight of these, and you do have that 3 mil starting GP, then what you're going to want to do is probably buy up all of your supplies straight off the Grand Exchange, and you're going to be able to do, I'd say, around about 800 to 850 of these per hour. It depends how much attention you're paying and how fast you are able to do it. But you're going to want to get pie shells, 850 of them, strawberries, 850 again, you can see how this is going, watermelons and cooking apples. Then once you've bought all of those, you're going to want to make a preset with 14 of your pie shells, and then the first thing that you're going to be adding to these is the strawberries, so 14 strawberries as well. And then once you've gone through the whole 850 of those, you're then going to change that to whatever you've made, your part summer pie, and then the watermelon next, and then the cooking apples next. Once you've added them all together, you'll end up with your raw summer pies. Sell them off as the raw versions because people use these to train their magic and their cooking at the same time, and you can end up with around about 3.5 mil per hour. Not too bad. So our next method is actually a little bit higher in requirement, but this is going to be killing Ganoderma Beasts in the Polypore dungeon. You are going to need 95 Slayer. I would recommend using magic, so probably 90 plus magic for tier 90 weapons, 92 prayer for soul split, so you don't need any food, overloads, and a decent defense level so you don't take the damage and you can stay here just on soul split. And I'd say get yourself 73 agility just so you can access the best place to go, and having a bone crusher and a demon horn necklace will definitely help, as you won't need to use any prayer potions. So first and foremost, probably going to help to know how to get to the Polypore dungeon if you don't have the dungeoneering cape. So what you're going to want to do is grab yourselves a ring of dueling and then teleport to the duel arena first. Once you are at the duel arena, just follow me on screen now. I will speed it up a little bit, and then once you've followed exactly where I've gone, you'll be able to find your way here. Once you are finally inside the dungeon, then you are going to want to head northeast, following the platforms around until you get to this mysterious entrance here. Once you get in the mysterious entrance, just go straight down all the vines in front of you, all the way to the bottom floor, and then at the bottom floor you'll find the Ganoderma Beasts. So pot up, chuck on your soul split, and just get killing them. Area loot helps here if you kill 3 or 4 of them, and then area loot all the stuff, and you can probably expect to make a decent amount of GP. I would probably say again around about 3.5 mil per hour, but the great thing about this is it's pretty AFK. By just clicking on them, letting them die, killing a few of them, and then just before your items disappear, area loot them all up, and decent GP. For you guys who don't have the dungeoneering level to access this dungeon, don't worry too much. There's another part of this dungeon where you use agility to get to a different area, and that's a better place to go as well. If you don't have the agility, you can go down in the first room as well, but it's not as good as an area. The beasts aren't all packed together as close, so it's a little bit more work and a little bit less profit. So today guys, that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing on the money making methods side of it, but I do want to continue on and just sort of mention that even though I can give you these money making methods, and even though they are really good methods and you can make a decent consistent amount of money from them, you are really better off just trying to get into bossing. Now I know that it's easy for me to throw these methods at you and just say, yep, go to Araxi, do 10 mil, go to Next, get another 10 mil, go to Telos and get 17 mil from there, but like it really is like that. And if you really want to get ahead and get as much gear as you can, as much GP as you can, I would probably recommend that that's where you put your time. This game is very heavily orientated towards PVM, and it's just going to make you a lot more money that way, and it's also incredibly enjoyable. So what I would probably recommend you do, instead of grinding hours and hours on cutting granite in the Grand Exchange, even though it can make you decent money to get your gear, I would only recommend doing those methods to get gear or get supplies or rebuild from nothing at all, because if you can put time into practicing bosses, you are going to be able to make a hell of a lot more money than if you just sort of hang around and don't really do any sort of PVM at all. The big money is in the big bosses, and with all the bosses coming out, when a new boss comes out, the gear that it has is usually worth nearly a bill, especially if it's a better weapon than what's already out. So I would highly recommend that you go for that, instead of just sitting around and grinding out all these things once you've got the gear and the practice to do so. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say today, guys, and I do appreciate your time for watching. Hopefully these methods will help you out in getting a bit of cash, but like I've just said, once you've got that cash, get your gear, get some supplies, and go practice the bossing. If you don't enjoy it and you enjoy doing these skills instead, then go and do that. Obviously do what you enjoy in the game. But that's it for now, and as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye. Just one last quick mention from me before I actually end the video. I know I've already said bye, and I apologise for still being here in your ear, but I just wanted to mention that this will most likely be my last money making video for you guys. The reason I made this one was because one of my viewers actually requested it and said that they enjoyed it, and you guys do seem to enjoy it. It is the highest viewed sort of videos on my channel, but I do want to sort of stay away from them because, to be honest, all of the information on these money making guides are available online. I don't pull them off of that, but it's just all there anyway, and you could literally just go and get that. Plus there's other YouTube people that do make money making videos for you guys to watch, and I just don't want my channel to be based around things like that. I want to be more a little bit entertaining, and the way you guys are sort of responding to the story videos and the other videos like the series, that's what I want my channel to sort of be based on, and I do really appreciate that you guys enjoy those. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on from now on. So this will most likely be the final money making guide that I do actually release. But for the upside, I have started playing Arcade Unchained, and to be honest, it is pretty damn good and I'm enjoying it. So there is a first video coming out for that. I think I'm going to take a little bit of inspiration from the way RuneScape YouTubers make their video and sort of make a series out of it and see how we can do it, maybe make it into a bit of a story, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. So for the final time, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.